Well, good morning. So, product of the day is Suraksha insurance policy. Suraksha insurance. See, all of you are aware, we have recently launched few products, and one of them is cyber insurance. But this is the most desired product. Reason being, almost all the corporate SMEs need the cyber insurance now. There is an increasing demand of this insurance. Increasing demand because of the cyber incidents or cyber crime incidents taking place every now and then. So cyber crime has become an incident of the day. People are suffering by one reason or the other. So almost all the general insurance companies have come out with the cyber insurance product. Is it visible to all of you? So say, sorry, I give you a latest update on cyber crimes in India. What happened between January and April 2024? Indian citizens suffered losses exceeding rupees 1,750 crore due to cyber criminal activities. ₹1,750 crore due to cyber criminal activities. And this is the report of 4 months only. So the Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center, that is a body controlling the cyber crimes, known as I4C, that is Cyber Crime Coordination Center. It has reported that over 7,40,000 complaints lodged on the National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal, which is managed by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, most victims fell prey to online investment fraud, gaming apps, algorithm manipulations, illegal lending apps, sextortion, and OTP scams. These are all cyber crimes. For your knowledge, I am repeating again. Online investment fraud, gaming apps, algorithm manipulations, illegal lending apps, sextortions, and OTP scams. Now in 2023, the I4C reported over 1 lakh investment frauds incidents. Means in previous year, this I4C reported only investment frauds. They were 1 lakh. out of these 7-8 kinds of cyber crimes, only investment frauds were over 1 lakh. Now, digital arrest. This is a new term. Where recently you must have read in the newspapers that two of the bank managers were digitally arrested and they lost 6-7 lakh rupees from their accounts. Bank managers. The digital arrest resulted in a loss of rupees 120 crores across 4,599 cases in the initial 4 months of 2024. Digital arrest means if your money is not in your bank account, you must have invested it in FDs. Still, by threats or by crimes, they are threatening you or they are showing the heinous kind of threats. You are ultimately in the digital arrest and you are paying whatever they are asking for. Even you are liquidating your FDs because of those threats. And this kind of cases resulted into 120 crore, around 4,600 cases in the 2024, in initial 4 months only. See the way cyber crime is increasing. Trading scams accounted for 20,043 cases, leading to a loss of rupees 1,420 crores to cyber criminals during the same period. This data I am giving you just for the sake of an idea how rapidly cyber crimes are increasing. This is not the case that this kind of crime is in the SMEs or corporate only. Any individual could be the victim of cyber crime. Now, according to the data from I4C, investment scams resulted in a loss of 222 crores across 62,687 complaints, while dating apps caused loss amounting to rupees 13.23 crores in 1,725 complaints. The total financial toll inflicted by cyber criminals on Indians from January to April 24 reached to 176 crore. This is because of the failure of the machinery. There is no strict law, there is no infrastructure to control them, and cyber criminals are daring to commit fraud even against the bank managers. So this I4C reported its ongoing collaboration with regulatory bodies such as the Reserve Bank of India and fintech companies, among others, to address issues related to cyber criminals, misuse of mule accounts, and telecom infrastructures. Now, additionally, it continues to monitor and disrupt cybercrime operations, including blocking Skype accounts, Google and Meta advertisements, SMS ads, SIM cards, and bank accounts. That much step they are taking. But this is nothing, not able to control. Now, when this kind of incidents are increasing day by day, people are falling prey for the cyber crimes. They have no option to seek the insurance so that at least their financial losses can be indemnified. Even if they are reporting the matter to the police, no recoveries are possible. They are reporting to the other portals, efforts can be made. How much time it will take, nobody knows. Whether it will be recovered or not, nobody knows. So cyber insurance is the only way out to compensate the victims of the cyber crime. As cyber attacks becomes more frequent and severe, having an effective insurance policy is essential for the businesses to manage the financial risk associated with the cyber incidents. Why? Because it will help only to protect financial losses. And cyber crimes are all resulting into the financial losses only. So we have also come out with the cyber insurance policy. But we have introduced this policy on the pilot basis. Because the coverage of the policy is very wide, that we are not granting initially. We have launched it on the pilot basis with two plans of very short amount. What is that? Recently what we have introduced in cyber insurance are two plans, Plan A and Plan B. Sum insured in these two plans is restricted to 1 lakh rupees in Plan A and 2 lakh rupees in Plan B. Premium is also fixed. Rupees 688 for Plan A and 1230 for Plan B plus GST. Sections are also limited. We are not providing all the sections initially, at least in Plan A. Plan A is covering only half of the sections. Our sections includes theft of funds, which is covered in both the plans. Identity theft, covered in both the plans. Data restoration, this is covered in Plan B only, that's up to 2 lakh rupees. Cyberbullying, stalking, loss of reputation, both the plans. Cyber extortion, only Plan B. Social media liability, social media or media liability in both the plans. Network security liability in Plan B only. Privacy breach and data breach liability in Plan B only. Privacy breach and data breach by third party in both the plans. And smart home cover in Plan B only. So that way you can have the idea that Plan A, that is restricted for rupees 1 lakh coverage only, and the premium amount is fixed as 688 plus GST, and this is covering 5 sections only. Plan B is for 2 lakh rupees, premium is 1230 plus GST, and this is covering 10 sections. This is not the case that we have only 10 sections in this cyber insurance. Sections are more. But initially, on the pilot basis, we are providing 5 sections in Plan A and 10 sections in Plan B. Now it is important to understand what these plans are. Because unless you know what these plans are covering, you cannot even sell the product. So the first one is theft of fund. Theft of fund means this section will indemnify for any direct and pure financial losses sustained by you. But because of what? Unauthorized access to following by third party. If any cyber criminal is accessing to your bank account, your credit card, your debit card, your mobile wallets, and causing you any financial loss, in that case, this section, theft of fund, will cover the liability. In addition, phishing and email spoofing. Now, what is this email spoofing? Email spoofing means any forgery or wrongful manipulation of an email. Sometimes you must have seen in your mail ID that lot many spams are coming. They are asking for money or they are declaring lotteries and then to give the initial amount like that. So this kind of email spoofing is not new. This is since beginning. The purpose of these email spoofing is forgery or wrongful manipulation for the sake of money. Another one is phishing. Phishing means the attempt to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, credit card details. They will ask some normal information from you, and suddenly some pop-up will open. Then they will ask your username and password. And unfortunately, if you are filling those things, they will have access to your email and for anything. And you will only come to know when the message is coming on your mobile that your amount from such and such bank account or credit card or debit card or mobile wallet has gone. Debited from your account. These are the regular instances. Maybe some of you may have fallen prey, victimized, I don't know. But many people are suffering of these kind of incidences. Reasonable fee for prosecution of criminal case will also be paid under this section. If you are the victim of the financial loss through your bank account, credit card, debit card and mobile wallets. But mind one thing, if you have taken the plan A, your company's liability is restricted to 1 lakh. If you have taken plan B, company's liability is restricted to 2 lakh only. I give you an example. A policyholder wanted to help an injured animal on the road and Google for animal welfare NGOs. Just to help. To help an injured animal on the road. So he found the number of a trust who provided a link on which policyholder updated name, area, PIN code to make the nominal fee of ₹5. Nominal fee of ₹5. Policyholder inserted the UPI PIN on the link provided and submitted. This is the way. They are asking only for ₹5 to help you, the injured animal. But when you are giving the detail of ₹5, you are giving your UPI PIN, etc. So in few minutes, 3 transactions of ₹25 each were made from the account without his knowledge. Within few minutes only. The moment he gave the information about his UPI PIN or password, etc. Cut 3 transactions of ₹25 each were there from his account and the amount were debited. So the customer contacted his bank about these fraudulent transactions and he was informed to contact cyber cell, bank and RBI and report the incident. What instrument was used? Medium of fraud was transaction through UPI. This is a case of Gujarat, practical case of Gujarat. So many instances of this kinds are taking place. I have many examples to quote. But this is just to confirm. This is also a way to commit the crime. So the another one is identity theft. Identity theft means what? Cyber criminals are stealing your identity and they are misusing it. If such incidents happens, indemnity for any direct pure financial loss will be paid to you under section identity theft. Lost wages resulting from identity theft within 72 hours you have to intimate. Confirmation from employer is also required. Sometimes the employer is sending the salary to your account. If somebody has already stolen or still stolen your identity, he has withdrawn the money from your account. So within 72 hours you have to intimate and confirm to the employer. Reasonable and necessary costs incurred for such recovery like credit monitoring service, prosecution of criminal case or psychological assistance and treatment is also payable. So once the identity is stolen, it can be misused for any purposes. I give you an example. Insured was contacted by bank regarding the EMI payment of a loan taken by him. Listen carefully. Insured was contacted by bank regarding the EMI payment of a loan taken by him. Now, insured was not aware of any such transaction and had fallen victim to an incident of identity theft whereby account was created in his name and a loan taken without his knowledge. Now his credit score was also impacted due to the non-payment of loan. I explain. Listen to the example. I am not having a bank account in Punjab National Bank. Somebody has stolen my identity by Aadhaar card or by PAN card or by election card or something like that. He opened the account in Punjab National Bank in my name on the basis of my Aadhaar card. He opened the bank account. After some time on that bank account, he took a loan from the bank of Punjab National Bank. And after taking the loan, he didn't pay the installment 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So after 90 days, bank checks whether this is going to become an NPA or what. So when the bank checked that account, they found the EMI is not coming while the account holder had taken a loan. So they reminded me, giving me a call on my mobile number. And they said, you are not paying the EMI of your bank loan. So the moment they said like this, I said, no, I don't have any bank account in Punjab National Bank. I have not taken any bank loan. Why you are reminding me for EMI? They told me the bank account number, they told me the loan account number, they told me when the loan was taken, they told me how much EMI I am defaulter, everything they provided. I was shocked. I never visited to PNL, Punjab National Bank, never opened any account, never took any loan, and there is no question of repayment of EMI. But everything is happening in my name because my identity has been stolen. So instrument or medium of fraud transaction is bank loan in my name. So this kind of cyber incident is also happening. That is also covered under the policy. Next is data restoration or malware decontamination. The another section covered under this policy. What is this section? If data restoration or malware decontamination is there, the company will pay necessary cost incurred by the involvement of an IT expert. Why the IT expert will involve? After a cyber incident, to restore your data or to decontaminate or clean your personal device from the malware. See, malware means a virus. If a virus is there in your data, on your system or on your device, that means your entire data will become corrupt. You cannot utilize your data. And to restore your data or to decontaminate your data, you will need an IT expert. Because the virus is there. Either you do it, or if you are not able to do it, you will hire an IT expert for restoration or decontamination. Otherwise, that data is useless. Now the firms, companies, corporates, in their system, if the data is if data is contaminated, or any malware is there, they cannot function even for a day. So unless the data is restored or decontaminated, the functioning will be stopped. And if this activity is to be done, restoration or contamination, for that an IT expert has to be hired and the company will pay the necessary cost incurred by you on hiring the IT expert. So this is section 3 of the policy. Section 4. Cyberbullying, cyberstalking and loss of reputation. Now all these are the cyber crimes. If any of these happens, company will pay reasonable cost for civil proceedings against a third party for committing cyberbullying or cyberstalking to defend. Cost of expert to restore your reputation over internet, reasonable fee and expenses for a necessary relocation of school, psychological assistance and treatment. Now, what actually this cyberbullying or cyberstalking is? Why this cost is payable? How this can harm or cause me the harm? Cyberbullying means harassment, defamation of character, threat of violence. You know these memes of celebrities, of the cricket players, of the fake videos, rather deep fake videos, to harm and tarnish the image of that celebrity. This can happen with anyone, anytime. Figure of any personality is taken, your face is put on that, and the video made viral, just to harass you or to blackmail you. So that kind of harassment or defamation of character or threat of violence, when it happens with you, you will definitely go to report the case in the police or file a criminal case, or you will incur the cost to restore your image or reputation. So this is cyberbullying, normally happening. Then cyber stalking, repeated use of electronic communication for harassment. Repeated use of electronic communication for harassment. Electronic communication could be mobile, laptop, mail, anything. This is cyber stalking. Because the only purpose is to cause you loss of reputation, or to harass you, or to blackmail you, or to take money from you by threat of violence. And this is common. Nothing new. Then cyber extortion. Cyber extortion is what? Company will pay a reasonable and necessary cost to resolve cyber extortion as well as any ransom pay with our consent. But what's cyber extortion? Cyber extortion means any credible and unlawful threat or series of threats by third-party extortionists against you with an intention to cause harm or damage to your data on your personal device in order to extract extortion ransom from you by coercion. Coercion means using foul means, illegal actions. What for? To seek ransom. So, this is again a kind of blackmail. So, if this kind of incidents is taking place, by using the media, electronic media, all these activities are unlawful. And they are using the unlawful threats or even series of threats with an intention to cause harm or damage to your data or to your personal device or to your image. This is covered under Section 5 of the policy. Then social media and media liability. On social media, you may be using Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Quora. All these are social media platforms. So if anything happening against you on this social media to defend you, or breach of copyright, or title, or slogan, or trademark, or trade name, or service mark, or service name, or domain name, or breach of interference of privacy rights. These all are possible in social media, and they comes under the media liability. Titles, copyrights, slogans, trademarks, by slightly making the change in the spelling, they'll change your trademark. If there is any business trademark is there, or any company's trademark is there, trade name is there, service mark is there, copyright is there, title is there. So by resembling the tone or the name or by the spellings, they can defame any brand, any popular brand. Say suppose Adidas is there. Now ADIDAS is Adidas. Suppose they are writing ADIDAAS and making all sort of nonsense, defaming the brand, writing any damn thing against this brand. So that will cause the harm to the brand and image and product. So if any such thing is happening, company under this social media and media liability section will pay any sums for which you are legally liable, arising from a third-party claim for any unintentional blow event resulting from your online media activities, including media activities on social media. So ultimately what the company will pay? Reimburse your legal cost incurred by you resulting from the third-party claims. Because these three are the activities which the online media will do against you, or these media activities may cause you harm by defamation, by breach of copyright, by breach or interference of privacy rights. So ultimately, any person can be the sufferer. If the insurance policy is there, for this kind of crime also, this policy will pay under the section social media and media liability, legal cost. Your legal cost will be reimbursed, subject to the restriction of some issue. Then network security liability. Network security liability. Company will pay again the legal cost arising from a third party claim. For a cyber incident on your personal device that you failed to prevent and which has caused you what? Damage, alteration, destruction, theft of data, DOS attack on third party computer system. So these are all causing you the loss. And by these losses, if you are defending yourself, company will pay the legal cost incurred by you resulting from the third party claims. Because these are all network security liabilities. These can be done on your device, maybe mobile, laptop, tablet, desktop, whatever it is, because these are all online crimes. And there is privacy breach and data breach liability. Privacy breach and data breach liability. Here again the company will pay the legal cost. But how it can happen? Company will pay any sum for which you are legally liable arising from a third party claim for a data breach relating to confidential information or personal data. If your confidential information or personal data is breached, because cyber criminals can manipulate any of your documents, any of your confidential information. So if that is breached and you want to defend the case because your privacy has been leaked, so whatever legal cost you are incurring, that will be reimbursed by the insurance company. Now, privacy breach and data breach liability by third parties. Third party can also do it. Who are officially entitled to ask for the information, and once you have given the information, they are breaching that privacy and breaching that contract. If you are filing a suit and recovering the compensation for that, whatever legal cost you are incurring, company will pay for that. Provided the third party has communicated in writing to you or has acknowledged publicly by electronic or print media the occurrence of data breach of your confidential information on personal data. So under this case also, the company will pay the legal cost of it. And the last one is smart home cover. What is this smart home cover? Company will of course reimburse reasonable cost, but under what circumstances? By the involvement of an IT expert after a cyber incident. What kind of cyber incident? Decontaminate and restore your smart home devices to the closest possible condition in which they were immediately before the cyber incident. So for your home devices also, in home also electronic devices could be there which are running through the internet and they are all subject to cybercrime. Maybe Alexa, maybe your LED TV, maybe your desktop, your laptop, or your tablet, your mobiles, all these things are subject to cybercrimes. But the company will not pay. Despite of this cybercrime happening, but still company will say we are not liable for this. For example, any prior incident known by you prior to the inception means pre-existing risk. which has already happened. The company will not pay definitely. An action or omission of you which is intentional, malicious, dishonest, deliberate, and reckless. Means the deliberate, intentional default of the insured. Any action or omission in your capacity as employee or self-employed person, as well as any professional or business activity. Here again, this is the excluded from the policy. Damage to tangible property and any consequential losses. Tangible means which is in existence. For those physical losses, the cyber policy will not pay because for that property insurance will pay. Investment or trading losses, including without limitations, any liability to sell, transfer, or otherwise dispose of securities, shares, bonds, mutual funds, these are not covered. Bodily injury, psychological harm, except covered in section 2 or 5. If the violence threat is there, it is covered under section 2 or 5, otherwise any bodily injury is not covered under this section. Misappropriation, theft, infringement, or disclosure of any intellectual property except covered by intellectual properties are not covered. Insured versus insured. If any other insured who has also taken the cyber insurance policy has caused you any loss, now if you want to claim under that policy, that will not be payable. Contractual liability is not payable. Any cost of betterment of your personal device is not payable. Any type of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, IOTA is not payable, and gambling is not payable. So this is the terminology which are related to the cyber crimes, and most of the time they are done by the cyber criminals, but still some of them are not covered. So what is important to know is the loss intimation has to be given within 72 hours to the insurance company, and the limit of liability will never be more than the liability of the section or the plan, because two plans are there, only plan 1 and plan 2. The sum insured of both are limited, 1 lakh and 2 lakh. Premium of both are limited, fixed sum insured, fixed premium plus GST. So psychological assistance and treatment, if required, for that maximum 10 hours are provided. For over ₹800 within sum insured of the section are paid. Then certain documents are required for processing of the claims, which are typical in nature. But to prove the incidence, company can ask for these documents. And the product is live in both Nova CBS and AmNova. This cyber insurance policy is live on Nova CBS and AmNova. Because all over India this policy has been launched. Any state, any branch can issue the policy. Covers are designed in such a manner that in very less premium maximum coverage can be offered, because the premium is fixed, sum insured is fixed. With such a drastic increase in internet users, so is the increase in cyber threats. So the company has come out with this product, which is available for sale. But one more thing is important, that maximum liability under each section is ₹20,000 in our plan. Here you have to understand that the cumulative liability of plan A is 1 lakh rupees. Total liability of all sections is 2 lakh rupees in plan 2. But for individual sections, the maximum liability is only 20,000 rupees. I repeat again, maximum liability under each section is ₹20,000 in our plan. Premium can be changed as per the applicable discount or loading. Payout is 20%. Now I give you roughly an idea. The policy is designed by us, which is not yet launched, because now recently these pilot plans are launched, only Plan A and Plan B. But the basic policy which we have designed is, for this sum insured range from 10,000 to 1 crore. And the sum insured would be like this. It could be 1 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 50 lakh, 1 crore. But right now it is not available, because on pilot basis, for some time, after some time we will review the current ratio and all underwriting aspects, what problems are faced in the selling of this policy. Then only the proper policy will be launched. Because this kind of incidents are increasing day by day, so policy is required. Policy was urgent. Policy we have launched, but on the pilot basis. So initially, all these sections are not provided, because the sections are 12 in number, and for each section, the premium rate is also given, sum insured rate is also given, sum insured limit is also given. But till then, these two plans will work, and these two plans will be for limited sum insured and limited premium. So this is the policy. If you have any doubts, you can ask any questions. In MOBA, it is not showing. Okay. You can give a request to underwriting department. They will activate if it is not working on your device. Because this is available now. At some places, if it is not working, at some places, you can send a request to underwriting department. They will activate it.